Hi, this is Scott with Orbis Environmental Consulting, and we're back with another plant profile. Many of us suffer from seasonal allergies in the fall. This plant unfairly takes a lot of the blame for those allergies. This is goldenrod. This one would be Harger's goldenrod, Solidago canadensis variety Hargeri. But we have many species of goldenrod within our region, and they bloom, a lot of them bloom in the very late summer at the same time as another plant, which actually is the source of our seasonal allergies. The goldenrods take the blame for hay fever because they are large, showy plants, bright yellow flower heads, and they flower at about the same time as the real culprits, which are right here. These are both ragweed species. This is giant ragweed, and this is common ragweed, Ambrosia artemisifolia, variety Eladior, and the giant ragweed is Ambrosia trifida. Goldenrod pollen is very heavy, and so it drops directly from the plant if it drops at all. It's also an insect-pollinated plant, so bees will land on the flowers and collect pollen and take them to the next plant. It doesn't float around in the air. Ragweed pollen, however, is very light and it blows in the wind, but because the ragweed doesn't have large showy petals like the goldenrod does, we don't notice the ragweed as much, but it's flowering at the same time as the goldenrod, so the goldenrod takes the blame. Both ragweed species have opposite leaves, so two leaves that come off from the same point on the stem, opposite one another. Giant ragweed is a much taller plant when it's full grown, and its leaves are generally three-lobed, but sometimes they're one entire leaf like this, or sometimes they're even five-lobed. But the lobes are very broad. In common ragweed, the leaves are much more lobed, more shallow, more deeply lobed, with lots of lobes. Also opposite leaves still, a much more hairy plant as well. So the next time you reach for your tissue box, be sure not to blame it on the beneficial goldenrod species, but rather on the ragweed species.